lost track of time. Let's see here. Hang on a sec. All right. Let me just get my tablet set up here. Come on. This one's not being right. Okay, so there's a few of us here.
Nubia provided me with this cost guide.
Okay, I got to get this thing to turn down.
Actual...
All right. So, yep, I went ahead and went live today. We got a bunch of thunderstorms rolling through. So, hopefully everything goes okay. It seems like internet has been stable today. So, we'll hope for the best. I finished the building. It's up on the layout. I have not mounted it yet. It's just sitting into place. So instead of me trying to pick it up and move it around 3.5 feet, I figure it's easier if it's just up on the table and we can take a view at it up there. So I'm gathering some material. I think I have everything that I need right now to be dangerous. I'm sorry, I'm really thirsty. So the plan of attack today is to get the building set into place. I need to go ahead and create kind of a stormwater area next to the sidewalk that goes all the way down, and I'm gonna have to carry that all the way. Well, I'll show you when I get up there. So there's a few different things I'm kind of playing around with to figure that out. So you guys are part of the guinea pig process on this one. So yeah, we'll get up there and we'll take a look at it. I don't know if... All right. So yeah, my ugly mug is on Facebook or YouTube. So yeah, all right. So there's 10 of us now. So we'll see what happens. All right. So let me gather my charging cords here. So I need to unplug some stuff. I was in the middle of that, and then all of a sudden I realized it was 5 o'clock. I need to turn on the YouTube. So, yeah. But otherwise, I haven't been on for a while. Just the mere fact I've been real busy around the house. Just trying to take care of everything before, excuse me, before summer kicks in. So, been doing a lot of stuff outside with the horses and everything else. So it's been keeping me busy. It's humid in here today. So, okay. So let me go ahead and gather stuff. So I got my tripod. So that's a good thing. So let me go ahead and move this thing down. Yeah. All right. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take you guys on a little trip. It's always exciting around here. Okay, here we go. All right, so we got that. Let me unplug this side. And let me get this in so I don't turn it off. Come on. All right. There. Okay, so we got that. And now we'll turn this around. So let's hit it twice. There it goes. Yep, it's still a mess up here, everybody. But it's progress, right? Not perfection. So here we go. We got that. I got this. It's time to climb up on the layout and get you guys settled in. And look, there's a building there. So let me go ahead and I'll set this down. If anybody's seen on my Facebook group, I've been posting the pictures of this after it it got pretty much completed. And I'll take you guys for a tour on it before we go any further with stuff. So, of course, let's see here. Where am I at? Chat, live chat. Come on. Okay, we got that. All right. So it's gonna be a pain in the butt. There, on, right in. Yes, that's in. Okay, now we'll plug you guys in so my battery's good. There's that. And then let me run over here. Grab my ruler. I gotta put my ruler somewhere. Yeah, I'll put it over here. I got so much stuff going on in here. Okay. All right. Got a mess. Find a place to sit. Okay, so can I do this? Let's see here. All right, so here is, let me get rid of this. Here's the building. Now that it's complete. So I got all the graffiti on it. Got that all through. Got the weathering done. Even went ahead and fixed up a little tiny chair. Built a little chair and an umbrella, and we've got our sunscreen and some towels, and kind of, I'll show you the picture I was kind of looking at. But got that. I got this power pole that's on the side. I haven't put the wires on this yet because they actually run across. They actually run across the road here, and I can't put that in until these buildings are in, obviously. But pretty much got everything in. Rocks on the top, tiles all done. Like I said, the weathering is complete. I got the gutters all built and in. You can even see the straps there onto them, and that's, you know, it's all soldered in. So yeah, turned out pretty damn cool. So there is all of that. Now, shoot, it's been a while since I've done a live stream. Okay, let me get this thing set back up here. All right, there's my hand. All right, there we go. Okay, so idea here is that I need my other tablet. Yeah, I can't have enough tablets. All right, second tablet. Always looking at photos, right? Okay, so I'll show you guys what we're going after today. What we got here? Okay, so let me bring this up. Okay, gotta kill this over. All right, photos. Targa. Okay. I'm looking for a photo that shows. I think there. It's kind of hard to make out, but this right here would be here. If I turn this way, that's this building looking at the end of it, which actually it's a lot narrower. I've just found this picture about a week ago. Look how narrow that building was. I mean, it is narrow. It's actually, as far as scale goes, this building is actually too wide compared to what that is. Kind of funny. But what we're going after is this right here. Okay, so this is the sidewalk that goes up the the edge, I believe. Or wait a minute. Yeah. No, actually, this is a building that's down for, okay. Now that I'm looking at this carefully, no, this isn't that building. That building is right here. So, but this is the stormwater that goes up there. And that was actually, it's cobblestone. See if I can find here. All right, so if we look right here, here's the sidewalk. Here's this little area right here next to the blacktop, and that was cobblestone. So what the idea is, I have this body filler in here, and I'm gonna go ahead and I have to take it down further. So, but at the same point, I've got to raise the road surface up. I'm not gonna raise the whole entire road. Okay, let's move this. I'm not going to raise the whole entire road surface up, just enough to keep this all the way through. So I've thought about this, and I've come up with an idea. And I've got some, I think this is 1/8 inch. Is it 1/8 inch? Yeah, this is 1/8 inch square balsa. And my idea is I was actually going to use this to come up, right, for the edge. And what I'll do is get this glued into place, and then I'll blend it in with body filler on one side so I can create that downslope to the actual sidewalk. And then what I'll do with this side is just float it out and dissipate it. So that way I can have that downslope for the stormwater right here. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to have to set some lines here and get that squared away. But it always gets tedious. And now I'm kind of running out of room. Oh, geez. Okay. So, get this that way. And the big thing is I got these wires. I'm going to make sure this is all set where it needs to be. I think I got it in there. Just double check here. Okay. I get that off here. This is that. This goes there. Just got to make sure this is where it's supposed to be set. I don't want to put the wires into it yet. But I gotta get this right there. Right there. Okay. Don't break anything. Jeez. Okay. So there's this, right? Yeah. Okay, that can't go any further back. So I'll go ahead and scribe a line. Those wires contain one. This down. Okay, now let me get this building out of the way, but where am I going to put it? Okay, I'll put it up on top. Okay, so here's this. This will go up here. Like so. All right, so now I got my line. Put that there. Ruler. Oh, I hit you guys, didn't I? Here, let's see. I'll move you back further. There we go. So make sure I line this up. It got really humid here in the last hour. Ugh. Okay, so I got that. Now refer back to photos. Always referring to photos. Okay. So that's stormwater. Where'd I put that ruler? Okay. So let me get this figured out first. It looks like a few different bricks. So it's not too big. Where do we want to do this at? Half inch. I'm thinking, guys. Sorry. Go 10 mil. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm gonna go to 10. Is that millimeters? I think it is. Let's see here. Yep. So 10 millimeters wide. And that will be my distance. I got to get this line down so that when I my mad scientist idea as far as how to make the shoot, where'd that, okay, this road on the side over here. And obviously I'm gonna have to repaint my road surface, but that's okay. That's okay. We know how to do that. Still need to finish up that copper tape too. Haven't done that. Okay, so I got that. Here's going to be where my storm water's at. Now I've got this piece of balsa, and the idea is I'm going to go ahead and glue this in. Okay, that's the end of. Okay, how do I want to do that? Okay, we're thinking. Let's run this out a little wild. Yeah, I'll run it out wild at the end. My track surface, I get my bevels. It's right. Where? Right here. Okay, so we're going to do this. I'm going to bring this to this point. I'm just going to bust it off. Okay. Here. Okay. Need to get my vacuum. All right. So here. Now what we're gonna do is, did I bring my? I can get my iced tea. I'll be right back. Lay down, Raz. Okay. I need glue. I don't know how much was left in this one. Let's get that out of the way. This is right there, so that upside down. Here. Oh, come on. Don't tell me there's no glue in this thing. There we go. Let's see here. Gotta love Gorilla Glue. Alright, so there's that. This, make sure this is where I want it, which I was going to go a little wild off the end. Glue this into place. Right, right. Okay. There's that. Now, accelerator. Hold this down. Oh, fun stuff, guys. Okay. So there's that. There's that. I guess I don't need that one. It worked. Okay. So let's see here. Bring you guys over here. So what I did is I went ahead and glued down that balsa, right? This 1/8 inch. Now, I already have this kind of established in here. It's already kicking down. So I'm going to have to shave this down a little bit, blend it into my existing height. Thinking aloud here. Make sure I'm not crushing anything. Okay. Blend this down in. I think this will work. I hope it works. Here. A little bit more. Okay, let me just blend it out a little bit more. Funny feeling, I'm going to have to paint this track surface with an airbrush. Haven't done that on camera yet, so hey. That'll be a good one. Don't think we'll get to that tonight, but it'll definitely be coming up soon, that's for sure. Okay, so now I got this blended down into it. Now what I want to do is take some body filler. And the plan is, so I'm going to go ahead, I got my line established here where the edge of the building is at. So let's desensitize our tape. So okay. And all I'm going after, why I'm putting this down is so I can peel it back and this stays the same plane as it was before. It's not gonna be an uneven. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the body filler, blend it off of this to give it a little bit of a slant so that it has kind of that idea of the storm water. And then blend it off over here on the side. Now, obviously, I'm going to have to sand it all out, but it should go pretty fast. That's what I'm hoping. It goes fast. So, come on. That's more than enough. I'm going to have to mix this stuff kind of a little bit light. Makes it too hot with all this humidity and heat, it'll kick off real quick. So let's get this. Ooh, careful. Love the smell of Bondo. I know, I'm sick. Yeah. Okay. I think looks good. Yep. Okay, now let's give this a whirl. Got that. Let me come into here. Got that. And then we'll blend it out. I think this will work. I hope this works. A little late now, right? Should have mixed up more, it looks like. And we'll see. Okay. Blend this on the end. Actually, I think I will mix up just a little bit more. Maybe. Ah, crap, it's already starting to kick. Let's see here. You know, I can work with that. Okay. So I can work with that. Let me... I don't have a razor blade. Do I? Razor blade. Oh, wait a minute. I got alcohol. This will work. It's cleaned up real quick. It's cleaned up, and that should be kicking off pretty soon. Okay. Clean up my Bondo board real quick. All right. Let's get that out of here. Throw that over there. That can go there. Put the cat back on this. I think gotta wait just a little bit. Peel this. There we go. Got that. So now we got a nice edge all the way down. So that works. And then I just gotta wait for this to dry a little bit. Once that dries, then we'll come in and sand it. I'm gonna figure out our cobbles. Oh, okay. So there's all that. Let's see here. Come on, dry, dry, dry. Start kicking off fast enough. Come on, it's dry. Still a little wet. I think what I'll do is I'll get a sanding block. Something, now I can use, okay, wait a minute. I got polystyrene all over the place. I can use that. Let's see here. Let's see if I can find one that'll work. Should be able to find one for it. Yeah, that'll work. And use some 60 grit to knock her down fast. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to knock this balsa down a little bit at the same time. Probably should have used 16th inch. I think the 8's a little bit too thick now. It worked though. It's definitely working. Big thing is that you're only going to be able to see this from up above, so that'll help. Let's work on tricking the eye a little bit. Get the end of this. That. Okay, so I need that brush. Where's that brush? Probably sitting on it. Oh, there it is. Okay, so let's go down and take a look at this. If I can get you out of the cradle. Damn, I'm starting to sweat. Okay, so here we go. We got our balsa in here. We got a bit of a taper, a runoff to this point. And then we get our building set in there. It has the sidewalk, so it's up a little bit. So this will work perfect. In this area in here, I can go ahead and scribe my cobbles into this, and then this obviously be the road surface. So this is blended out enough into the existing cardboard that's up here. Yeah, this is cardboard up here. So get this blended in, painted. I can do my cobbles right now. I'm not gonna be able, I don't think I'm gonna be able to, I'm not gonna even bother trying to paint these until the road surface is painted. Yeah, that's the way to do that. Okay, so yeah, we'll have to paint the road surface, then we can paint the cobbles. So let me go ahead and get this back up here. Okay, I'm gonna turn on the fan. Okay, so there's that. Now, I need to grab my vacuum. I need a vacuum, I need a rag. So let me jump off the table real quick and get my vacuum. I'll be right back. Here's All right. Trusty vacuum. So let's get this vacuumed up real quick. And then we'll worry about causing more problems after this. Oops. Okay, ready for noise. Alright, that's enough noise for right now. I think trying to think. Let's go back to our photo. Let's see if we can find a better picture. Okay. This is a pretty good photo. So we got look like more like a brick cobble. I think if you look at that. Yeah, kind of like a brick. Looks like they're different sizes. Unfortunately, trying to find photos, because these, like this picture, this picture is probably got to be from the 60s. Yeah, 66 is when that was taken. So let me get rid of something real quick. Oh, okay. I think, where is that? Shoot, where did I? Oh, come on, Boone, where'd you put that? Ah, there it is. Okay, I think this will work. Okay, so let's see if I can find a different photo. Reference photos. Actually, I'm going to go back into that one. So if I go back into this one, and I go underneath here, sometimes it'll bring up. It's not bringing it up. Yeah, if you want to find the inside buildings, those are easy to find. These outside buildings, okay, here's. Damn it, come on. Photo's not clear. here. Keep on looking, keep on looking. I think both sides of the street be pretty close. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is a picture of the inside. So there's the inside. There's obviously this building is the one that I have that I built already at the end. But you can see kind of the cobbles that go into the inside like that. So that's what we got to replicate for the outside. And they are different sizes as far as length. The width looks about the same and they're all lining. Okay. Okay, so we'll keep that there for reference. Let's take this out. This can be a lot. What do I want to do for width? Okay. Oh, God. Okay. It's all about the same. Okay, wait a minute. I don't need that. Use that long one. It'll be a lot easier. Where's that long ruler? Where'd I put? Oh, it's right in front of you. Here we go. Okay, so we could run these what? Okay, that's each one of those is 5. That's a lot of work in this corner. Okay. Bring this back. Actually, I need to bring this down further. I'm gonna bring these cobbles all the way to that. And this is the end right here. So we'll do it like that. Okay. I'm gonna run these. Okay, so this is millimeter. Each one of these is 5. Which it's too wide. So let's not go with that. Let's go with this. Let's put each one of these at, yeah, that's 1/4, 1/8 inch. 1/8 inch cobbles should work. Okay, so this is just going to take a while. Mark each one of these. So what did you do your Monday evening? Oh, I did cobbles. Oh boy. It's gonna take a while. But we'll get through it. It's the hardest part with scenery sometimes. Certain steps take you so long that you want to go ahead and speed it up. The best thing you can do if you're striking like that is just walk away from it. Take a break. It's gonna be 90 degrees in here right now. Yeah, bet it is. Really got, God, it got warm here. It's rumbling outside. Got another storm rolling through. That's what makes it hard. So go ahead and it rains, and then half hour later the sun comes out, jumps the humidity through the friggin' roof. It's a lot of cobbles, man. I think I gotta do this on the inside of this corner too. Dude. Holy crap. Okay. I'll keep on going. Yeah, so I get these cobbles in. Then obviously you need to paint the... How am I going to do that? Okay, quit thinking about that. What I'm thinking about, while you guys are listening to my thought process, I've got the inside buildings to do as well, right? And unfortunately, I'm going to do them all together as one gigantic building, so I don't have seams between the buildings. I think it just looks so much better that way. But like this outside building's 3.5 feet long, so this inside building, rough estimate, I'm pushing over 5 feet long worth of building. So what I'm thinking, and I might as well keep on talking. What I'm thinking is that I gotta do these cobbles on this side of the street too. So as I'm doing these, I'm thinking about that and how I'm gonna do. How am I gonna do that? Oh, I sanded off my mark. Okay. Keep on going here. It'll look cool when it's done, but damn. I'm already starting to regret all these different cobbles. A lot easier not to do this. Okay. Yes, I'm gonna have to. Move those up here. Get these all in. Hurry. Make mark. It's making my hand cramp. Oh. For piss sakes, man. Almost got it. Closer than I was. Problem is, if I don't do this, I'll be kicking myself that I didn't do this. So I've got to do it. Not the most exciting thing to do in the world, guys. I'm sorry. I have to let my hand rest after this. Shit. Almost got it. Okay, a little bit more right here, right here, here. Right there. Okay, so there's that. I don't even want to know how many marks I just did. Okay. Now, first thought is I could use my scribe if I can find it. There it is. You know, my pokey. Right? I don't even know if I can zoom in. Can I zoom in? Yes, I can zoom in. In and out, in and out. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see how many marks are down there. There's a lot. All the way down, right? So now we got that done. Do scenery. They said it would be fun. Yeah, right? Stuff like this is like torture. These are the times when you're like, oh, yeah. Tell you what, if you're starting out with scenery, probably shouldn't try to take on something this huge for your first project. So I'm going to use this scribe, and we're going to make our lines in this body filler. Okay. You know, before I do, thinking here, is that working? Yes. I got lines. Okay. This is stuff. These are the times when I wish I didn't have a broken back. Okay. Oop. Pulled out of there. Be careful with this. It's working though. What I'll do is I'll get down here a little bit and do this in sections. And I don't even know if you can see what I'm doing. I can barely see what I'm doing from right here, and I'm on top of it. With this polyester, the body filler, you can etch into it I don't know if you can see those lines or not. But I got the lines that I put down at an 1/8 inch. And now what I'm doing is coming in, I'm scribing the body filler to create the cobbles, the brickwork. It's the primary cut. Okay, so now we got that. Now let's go here. Put this down a little bit further. There it is. It's working. Okay, so I got that. Now, can you see that? Actually, you guys can. You can actually see it better than I can. I'm jealous. Okay. I'm just going to come in. Oh, geez. See how that's all loose? Okay, this is going to take a little bit of thought. I may not be able to do it with this on the crosshatch, because I'm afraid I'm going to knock it loose like I just did that. Okay. So I'm going to go get an X-Acto knife. I think that's the next best cure. Oh my gosh. Okay, so X-Acto. Where did I do that one? Okay, that one's loose. So I'll just kind of do that. What I'll end up doing with this guy is I'll have to glue it. And these are like all sorts of different lengths. Well, I can see this is going to take a while. Yeah, this is going to take a while. It's going to be hard not trying to get into a pattern. Okay, yeah, this will work though. Let me do a couple more of these. And I'll bring you guys. You actually, you know what? You probably see it better than I do. Okay. There. Just make sure your cross seams don't line up. Where am I? I did that. I'm having a hard time seeing these. Guess I could lay down some guide coat over this, but yeah, it's all right. Yeah, those look cool. Cool thing also with this is that as I'm doing this, making kind of, yeah, this is cool. This is gonna work. It's gonna work great. Man. It's gonna take a long time. Where am I? There. Okay. There's that. And then the edge of the building's here. It's going to notch down a little bit. But that's what we have. Let's see here. Can we even zoom in more? I'm zoomed in as far as I can. Yeah. So that'll work. This X-Acto might even work better doing this. I don't know. Let's do a little bit more. Let's move it this way. Zoom out a little bit. Can we zoom out a little bit? There we go. All right. Here to there. Actually, like. There we go. There's that one. Okay. TDS. And then this line right here obviously is the edge of the building, the sidewalk. So just go a little bit further. So those go back to this. Let's here. I got one there. Let's go here. Let's make this one smaller. Actually, gotta look at the camera to see what it looks like. Oop. Let's see here. Yeah, they aren't looking bad. Okay.
many lines I have. I have a lot of lines to do. Jump around a little bit. A lot of times cobbles aren't straight, so that's why I'm just freehanding my crosses so that they don't look too perfect. Let's see. Okay, there's one there. There's one there. Right here. There. 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 Okay. Oh boy. I have to do just a few more of these and then I don't know. I knew this part was going to take a little bit of time, but I guess I just didn't really think it through. Now thinking since I'm doing this, that inside, gotta do the same thing over there around that corner. Crap. There. It's right there. Where does it end? Where do you end? Where do you end? Oh, it goes all the way out here. Okay. Jeez. I've only done how much? Oh, let's see here. How many have I done? This is 8 inches worth. And I've got what, 40? One, 46 more inches to go. Well, I ain't gonna get all done tonight, I can tell you that much. Okay, where am I at? I gotta look. I gotta find out where I'm at. Okay, so where's this? Okay. Over here? No, I'm further than that. Okay, there's. Okay. Yep. I'm having a hard time seeing my cross cuts in this. So scraping the okay, that's where I left off at. Scraping the X-Acto blade down here so I can feel where I'm at, because I'm having a hard time seeing where I'm at. Come on. Type of stuff you just want to crank the tunes and zone out and get into another zone. You're doing stuff like this. Come on. There we go. Put one up here. There. That's making my hand cramp up. Come on. There we go. Trying to think what I can use. See this better instead of trying to go by braille. The dirt kind of helps a little bit. There we go. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Let's see here. Let's take this out. Sorry guys, you're jumbling all around. All right. Here we go. So yeah, but that's a whole lot of cobbling to do. Okay, so I'll show you. Okay, so we're up to this point right here, right? Keep on going out. Okay, there's that. But I've got, yeah, that ain't getting, I'm not gonna put you guys through that. Yeah, I've only gone that far so far. So I'm not gonna subject you guys to all that. But let's see something. Let's get that building back down here. Okay, don't turn off the camera, Boone. Okay. All right. There's that. Let's see here. Where am I? What the hell? Okay. There's that. Let's bring this up. Okay. Just get an idea how this. Let's get this over here. There's all of that. Now. Oh, God. Okay. This building back down here. Why are we going through all this pain and suffering for this? Well, I'll show you. So that, you see how that's going to work. So with those cobbles, right next to our sidewalk. Yeah, it's gonna take me a long time to go that far with it. But at least the building now is, I'm done building on it. All I got to do is put people in it. Okay. But yeah, here's all that. So let me go through this building real quick. Went ahead and we got all the graffiti onto it. So it's all painted on. There's the, like I said, there's the power pole. It goes up. Still got to do the wires off of the top of it. But I got all my weathering done on it. It's, like I said, it's complete minus people in the balconies. But there's that. There's downspout. Went ahead and stained the sidewalk down here to kind of look like, weathered it out, so it looks like a little bit of water staining down at the bottom of it. Got that. Got the railings all in. You know, again, there's the little umbrella, and there's the rags. Just a little chair. Got that all onto there. Got all the dirt effect down here at the base. Doors are in. But yeah, I mean, it turned out really cool. Now, obviously, there's going to be a tree that's going to go right down in this corner over here. But you can see how those cobbles are going to come all the way down and then kind of run down. I'm going to have to figure out something at the end of that. Maybe bring in some dirt or something. But, yeah. There's all of that. The gutters, actually, you can see downspout. So that's a cool thing. Get right up onto it. You can see the straps. Turned out pretty cool. The railings are all done with brass. So I got the, and that's the thing that I'm really into is I love texture, right? So, and the cool thing about texture is, yeah, okay, it looks good out here, but with texture, if you can get right down into it, and it just keeps on looking just killer when you get up next to it, and you get that texture in it, doesn't look like, you know, looks pitted and everything else. The walls themselves, they have kind of a, you know, that look to it. That's what I like to go after. The rocks, your brickwork. You know, when you get right up on top of it, and it still looks cool when you're right up on top of it. Brickwork. You know. Yeah. I'm happy with that. That looks good. But I'm not going to put you through the agony of trying to watch me do all these cobbles. That's going to take a few hours, man. I'm probably going to be, I don't even want to know how many hours I'm going to have in that. So let me go ahead and set this up. Oop. Come on, boom. All right, there we go. There's that. There's my tricycle on the wall. Okay. So there. At least I came back out of the darkness for a while, and we got one live stream.
yeah, I do plan on putting some videos together. Uh, I've been looking for a video editor, and that's the big thing that's kind of kept me from doing any videos. Is when I transfer phones, I lost my video editor, so I've been looking at different video editors, and then I got complacent, and I said, well, I just started doing live streams, but I need to get a video editor back so I can actually start putting together actual the tutorial videos again, because it's like this type of stuff. Yeah. So with behind the curtain, it's kind of cool because you actually get to see, hands on what, how certain things are going, but you also see how long it takes to actually do some of this stuff. So at least with the video, I can cut through, I can show you a little clip of that. We can go, and then you don't know how many hours are involved in that certain step. You don't have to drag through it, and we can get all the way through it. So yeah, that's definitely something I'm probably gonna grab one tonight. Have an idea between a couple. So as soon as I can get that, then I can start doing some more tutorial videos. And there's a couple things that I want to go through, like the trees, the new trees that I'm doing, some of these newer effects that I'm doing, stuff like that. But yeah, that's that's kind of the idea. So you get an you see what's going on with these cobbles. Cool. At least we got the buildings done and on the layout, right? It's not what's going on with this thing. Okay. So yeah, we got that. I got to get these things done. I don't know if I'll do it tonight. Humidity's off the hook in here. But yeah, there we go. So we got all that. I'm gonna go ahead and probably, I don't know if I'm gonna do any more on this tonight or not. Like I said, humidity in here has got to be close to 70. I mean, see the humidity. Yeah, it's up there, man. Whew. And with 90 some degrees in here and humidity, it looks like it's over 60. Might even be up to 70 in here. So yeah. But thanks for coming out and hanging out. I've still got to go through my head a little bit more as far as line of attack. You guys that have been here since I started doing this build up here in the middle know that the big juggernaut inside my head wasn't the outside. No, that's the areas that I've done up to this point have been the easy areas. The hardest part is going to be the area that I'm sitting at right now, which is the center buildings. Like I said, when I glue all those buildings together, they're going to be over 5 feet long. So I got to figure out, well, yeah, I can even fit it on my workbench. So yeah, there's a bunch of different variables that are going on to this that I got to figure out. So there's that in order. I'm gonna have to. Oh my god, I'm thinking. Um, no, I can do this. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I just figured it out. So, no, we can go ahead and finish up this side over here, the cobbles. I will definitely bring you guys back when I airbrush the track. Okay. Um, I've never done a video for you guys on me airbrushing a track. I've done it with the rattle can type of stuff and that. but I'm actually going to whip out the airbrush in order to do certain things. One of the reasons behind that is there's certain effects that I need to do in this corner that I can't do with Rotocan. Another thing is that with an airbrush, I can keep my overspray to a minimum, and yeah, so my brain's doing this as I'm talking to you guys. So yeah, so I'll definitely make sure that you guys are along for the ride when I do that. Uh, but what I need to do is finish up all these cobblestones. If I get the okay, I get all the cobblestones done. The next step would be to airbrush the track. Yeah, would be airbrushing the track. So the next time that we are live, we're going to be airbrushing this track. Okay, so I got to airbrush the side and everything else. I'm gonna yeah, it's gonna be the next step. So we're gonna have to airbrush the track. So the next time that we're playing together with a live stream, I will say before live stream. That way I can go into depth and stuff and show you guys what's how we're going about this. Um, we'll go ahead and I'll get that squared away. I'm thinking. I got this. There might be a few. There's a couple things that I have to do prep wise with the area that I'm sitting as far as the edging on the track. And then I'm going to bring that airbrush in. Okay. So yeah, there's a couple of that. I'll have to do a little bit of prep before that live stream to get that done, because the actual airbrushing it's going to take a little while to do. So we'll do that. All right. Otherwise, that's it. Is there anything you guys want to ask? Um, but yeah, we'll do that. And then I'm going to uh, get that editor, and we'll start. I'll get off my ass and start making videos again instead of live streams. Live streams are a lot easier. They're yeah, they're a lot easier because I can just boop turn on this, turn on YouTube, and start doing stuff versus actually doing a video, going all the way through it, doing all the editing, everything else. Yeah. Yeah. But I have those Lamborghinis that I showed you. So there's a video there. And I don't want to do that in this type of format because it's not going to do it justice. Besides, I want to do voiceover section of the history of that car, because I made a promise to you guys every time I do a car, we're going to do a history of the car. So the only way I can do that is by making a video. So yeah, I mean there's a lot of that type of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I am going to get out of this garage before I melt, and then I will see y'all later. I really hope to get this, hopefully this week, because this week we're supposed to have adverse weather. So that means I might be able to spend more time in here. If that's the case, I have crash fence and I'm finishing up for a customer. I'm just waiting for Home Depot to send me the rest of my screen. Hopefully I should be able to kick this out the rest of the way. I'll just dig. So I'll make a valid effort for next week that we start doing some airbrushing on the track. Okay. So fingers crossed. All right. Oh, one other thing. So, I have the Boone Slot Car Garage store, right? www.booneslotcargarage. Yeah. Okay. Well, there's the t-shirts and everything else that are on there. There's guardrail. Obviously, I gotta get off my butt. I gotta put more stuff on there, but I got this t-shirt here, which I don't know if you guys can see this, but I had to. This one is that which is the magazine cover. Kind of a cool shirt. I wanted to show you guys. So yeah, there's this shirt. But yeah, go over there and check that out. Give this a thumbs up, hit the bell, subscribe to my channel. Yeah, I'm burned, guys. Okay, I will see y'all later. You have a good one. And yeah, I already told you what we're gonna do next time. Okay, adios. Bye.